Accepting what's broken is the first and most crucial step in rebuilding yourself. It's not easy to face the parts of your life that feel shattered, the mistakes you've made, the opportunities you've missed, or the pain that's been inflicted on you. But if you're unwilling to acknowledge what's broken, you can't begin to rebuild. It's like trying to repair a house without first inspecting the damage. Denial might make you feel safe temporarily, but it keeps you stuck in a cycle of pretending and avoiding. Real growth only starts when you look at the cracks, the damage, and the wreckage with clear, unflinching eyes. Acknowledging what's broken doesn't mean you're admitting defeat. In fact, it's the opposite. It's an act of courage to say, this is where I am, this is what's happened, and now I'm ready to move forward. So often we shy away from acceptance because it feels like we're giving in to the pain or the loss. But true acceptance isn't about giving up, it's about recognizing reality so you can start building something new. It's about seeing your situation for what it is, not worse than it is, not better than it is, but exactly as it is. Only then can you begin to create a plan for change. To accept what's broken, you must let go of blame. Blame keeps you tied to the past, whether you're blaming others for what they did or blaming yourself for your mistakes. Blame is like carrying a heavy weight that holds you back from moving forward. It's not about denying the wrongs that have been done to you or excusing poor decisions. It's about deciding that those things will not define you. You take responsibility for where you are, not because everything was your fault, but because taking responsibility gives you power. Power to change, power to rebuild, power to move forward. Another part of accepting what's broken is understanding that everyone at some point will experience brokenness. It's part of being human. Broken relationships, broken dreams, broken trust, these are things that touch us all. You're not alone in this, and you're not less worthy because of it. In fact, the very act of breaking can reveal what's inside you. When something breaks, it shows us its core. It's in that core, that raw, unfiltered part of you, that your strength lies. Accepting what's broken allows you to see yourself more clearly, to understand your vulnerabilities, and to discover the parts of you that are unshakable. Facing your brokenness also requires confronting the emotions that come with it. There's pain, anger, regret, and sometimes even shame. We often try to bury these feelings, hoping that if we ignore them long enough, they'll go away. But emotions don't disappear just because you avoid them. They linger, they fester, and they show up in ways you might not expect in your relationships, in your health, in your ability to move forward. To rebuild yourself, you have to feel those emotions. You have to let yourself grieve what's been lost, express your anger, and forgive others and yourself. These emotions are not your enemies. They're part of the healing process. Acceptance also involves recognizing that brokenness is not the end of your story. It's a chapter, not the whole book. When you accept what's broken, you stop seeing yourself as a victim of your circumstances and start seeing yourself as the author of your next steps. You shift from asking, why did this happen to me, to what can I do about it? That shift in perspective is powerful. It changes how you see yourself in your situation. It turns your focus from the past to the future. Acceptance is the bridge that connects where you are now to where you want to go. One of the hardest parts of accepting what's broken is silencing the negative self-talk that often comes with it. When things fall apart, it's easy to spiral into thoughts like, I'm a failure, I'll never recover, or I'm not good enough. These thoughts are not truths, they're lies we tell ourselves in moments of pain. Accepting what's broken means separating these thoughts from reality. It's about reminding yourself that brokenness is not a reflection of your worth. You are not your mistakes. You are not defined by the things that have gone wrong. You are defined by how you choose to respond to them. Acceptance also requires patience. When you look at what's broken, the urge to fix it immediately can be overwhelming. You might want to skip the process of understanding and reflection and jump straight into action. But rushing through acceptance often leads to rebuilding on shaky ground. Take the time to sit with what's broken, understand how it happened, why it happened, and what you can learn from it. This isn't about dwelling on the past, it's about gaining clarity so that when you move forward, you do so with intention and wisdom. To truly accept what's broken, you have to let go of the idea that life is supposed to be perfect. Perfection is a myth. Life is messy, unpredictable, and sometimes painful. But it's also beautiful, full of opportunity, and capable of surprising us in the best ways. When you stop striving for perfection and start embracing the reality of your situation, you free yourself to rebuild in a way that's authentic and meaningful. Acceptance is about embracing imperfection not as a limitation, but as a natural part of the human experience. Finally, accepting what's broken requires faith in yourself, faith in your ability to rebuild, and faith that the pieces can come together in a way that's even better than before. Brokenness can be a gift if you let it be. It can teach you, strengthen you, and shape you into someone who is not only capable of enduring life's challenges, but thriving because of them. Faith allows you to see the potential in your brokenness, to believe in the possibility of transformation, and to take the first step toward rebuilding yourself. Redefining your foundation is an essential step in rebuilding yourself. When life shakes you to your core, the cracks that appear often reveal weaknesses in the values, habits, or beliefs that you built your life upon. While this realization can feel unsettling, it's also an opportunity. It's a chance to rebuild stronger, to lay down a foundation that can withstand the storms of life, and to create a structure that supports the best version of who you are. This isn't about patching up what's broken, it's about starting fresh and building something solid and lasting. Your foundation is made up of your core values, the principles that guide your decisions and shape your character. To redefine your foundation, you need to examine these values honestly. Ask yourself what truly matters to you. What kind of person do you want to be? Often we adopt values from our upbringing, society, or peers without questioning whether they align with our authentic selves. Redefining your foundation means taking the time to reflect on your values and making sure they represent who you are and who you aspire to become. It's about letting go of what doesn't serve you and embracing the beliefs that align with your purpose and vision. This process requires introspection and honesty. You have to confront the parts of your life that don't align with your values. Maybe you've been chasing success as defined by others' money, status, or recognition only to find that it doesn't bring you fulfillment. Maybe you've been prioritizing the wrong things, putting energy into relationships, habits, or pursuits that don't add value to your life. Redefining your foundation means stripping away these illusions and grounding yourself in what's real and meaningful to you. It's about building a life that reflects your true priorities, not the expectations or judgments of others. Habits also play a critical role in your foundation. They are the routines and behaviors that shape your daily life and determine your long-term outcomes. If you want to rebuild yourself, you need to evaluate your habits with a critical eye. Are your current habits supporting your goals, or are they holding you back? Are you consistently doing the small things that lead to big results, or are you stuck in a cycle of procrastination and self-sabotage? Redefining your foundation means identifying the habits that no longer serve you and replacing them with habits that align with your vision for the future. This isn't just about cutting out bad habits, it's about cultivating good ones. It's about creating daily rituals that anchor you, ground you, and move you forward. Maybe it's setting aside time each morning to reflect, plan, or meditate. Maybe it's committing to consistent self-care or investing time in learning and growth. Whatever habits you choose to build into your foundation, they should be intentional and aligned with your values. Small, consistent actions compound over time to create a life of stability and strength. Your mindset is another crucial part of your foundation. How you think shapes how you act, and how you act determines the quality of your life. Redefining your foundation means cultivating a mindset of resilience, optimism, and growth. It means letting go of limiting beliefs, the stories you tell yourself about why you can't achieve something or why you're not enough. These beliefs may have been part of your foundation before, but they have no place in the life you're rebuilding. Replace them with empowering beliefs, ones that remind you of your potential and push you to keep striving for more. Redefining your foundation also involves surrounding yourself with the right people. Relationships are part of your support system, and they can either strengthen or weaken your foundation. Take a close look at the people you spend the most time with. Do they uplift you, challenge you, and encourage you to grow? Or do they drain your energy and pull you away from your goals? Sometimes redefining your foundation means making difficult choices about the relationships you maintain. It's not about cutting people out of your life indiscriminately, but about prioritizing relationships that align with the person you want to become. This process of redefining your foundation isn't something that happens overnight. It requires time, effort, and reflection. You have to dig deep, examining the roots of your beliefs, habits, and choices. You have to be willing to let go of what's familiar, even if it's uncomfortable, and embrace the unknown. This can be a painful process, but it's also incredibly freeing. When you rebuild on a solid foundation, you create a life that is more stable, resilient, and aligned with your true self. Part of redefining your foundation is setting clear intentions for the future. It's about asking yourself, what kind of life do I want to build? What legacy do I want to leave? These questions help you clarify your vision and ensure that every decision you make supports that vision. When your foundation is built on clear intentions, it becomes easier to stay focused, motivated, and committed even in the face of challenges. Your intentions act as a guiding light, keeping you on track as you rebuild and grow. Another important aspect of redefining your foundation is understanding that it's a continuous process. Life will continue to test you, and as you grow and evolve, your foundation may need to be adjusted. What serves you today may not serve you tomorrow. Redefining your foundation means staying adaptable, open to change, and willing to reassess your values, habits, and goals as needed. It's not about creating something rigid or unchanging. It's about building a foundation that is flexible, yet strong enough to support you through life's inevitable ups and downs. When you redefine your foundation, you also reclaim your power. You take responsibility for your life and your choices, refusing to let circumstances, other people, or past mistakes dictate your future. You decide what matters to you, what you stand for, and how you want to live. This sense of ownership is empowering because it reminds you that you have the ability to create the life you want, no matter where you're starting from or what challenges you faced. Redefining your foundation is an act of self-love and self-respect, a commitment to building a life that is true to who you are. Letting go to grow is one of the most challenging yet transformative steps in the journey of rebuilding yourself. It requires releasing the things, habits, and even people that no longer serve your purpose, align with your values, or support your growth. While it's human nature to cling to the familiar, the comfort zone is often where progress goes to stagnate. Growth demands change, and change requires letting go. To rebuild, you must clear the space for new beginnings, discarding the weight that holds you back and embracing the potential of what lies ahead. The first step in letting go is recognizing what's no longer serving you. This could be a toxic relationship, a destructive habit, a limiting belief, or even a dream that no longer aligns with who you are becoming. Clinging to these things may feel safe, but in reality, they're keeping you stuck in the past. Letting go begins with awareness, and honest, unfiltered look at your life. What's helping you grow and what's holding you back? This kind of self-reflection isn't easy. It forces you to confront hard truths and make tough decisions. But without this clarity, you can't move forward. Sometimes the hardest things to let go of are the ones that once defined you. Maybe it's an identity tied to a career, a relationship, or a role you've played for years. Maybe it's an accomplishment or failure that you've carried with you, shaping how you see yourself. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting these parts of your life or pretending they didn't happen. It means acknowledging their place in your story and releasing the hold they have on your present and future. It means allowing yourself to evolve beyond who you were, even if that evolution feels uncertain or scary. Letting go also involves releasing the weight of past mistakes and regrets. Carrying guilt, shame, or resentment is like dragging a heavy anchor wherever you go. It slows you down, limits your potential, and keeps you tied to a version of yourself that no longer exists. Forgiveness, both of yourself and others, is a powerful act of letting go. It doesn't excuse what happened, but it frees you from the emotional chains that hold you captive. It allows you to move forward with a lighter heart and a clearer mind, ready to focus on the opportunities ahead. Another aspect of letting go is detaching from outcomes. So often we tie our happiness and self-worth to specific results, a promotion, a relationship, or a particular milestone. When things don't go as planned, it's easy to feel defeated or stuck. Letting go means releasing your attachment to how things should be and embracing what is. It's about trusting the process and remaining open to the possibilities that unfold, even if they don't match your original vision. This kind of surrender isn't about giving up, it's about giving yourself the freedom to adapt, pivot, and grow in unexpected ways. Letting go requires confronting fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of judgment. These are the barriers that keep us clinging to the familiar even when it no longer serves us. Growth, by its very nature, demands stepping into the unknown. It demands courage, the courage to release the old and step into the new, even when the path forward is uncertain. Fear will always be a part of the process, but it doesn't have to control you. Letting go is an act of faith, a belief that you are capable of creating something better, even if you can't see it yet. Habits and routines are another area where letting go is essential for growth. The things you do every day shape who you become. If your habits don't align with your goals, they're holding you back. Letting go of unhealthy or unproductive habits can be difficult, especially if they've been a part of your life for a long time. But each habit you release creates space for a new, better one to take its place. This process isn't about perfection, it's about progress. It's about making intentional choices every day that move you closer to the person you want to be. Sometimes letting go means walking away from people who no longer align with your growth. This is one of the hardest parts of the process because relationships are deeply personal and emotional, but not everyone in your life is meant to stay forever. Some people may resist your growth because it challenges their comfort zone. Others may drain your energy or pull you back into old patterns. Letting go of these relationships isn't about anger or blame, it's about creating boundaries that protect your energy and support your growth. It's about surrounding yourself with people who uplift, inspire, and challenge you in positive ways. Letting go is also about releasing the need for control. So often we hold on tightly to the illusion that we can control every aspect of our lives. We try to control outcomes, other people's opinions, and even our own emotions. But the truth is, control is often an illusion, and clinging to it only creates stress and frustration. Letting go means accepting that some things are beyond your control and focusing instead on what you can influence: your attitude, your effort, and your decisions. This shift in focus is empowering because it frees you from the burden of trying to manage everything and allows you to direct your energy where it matters most. Finally, letting go is an ongoing process. It's not something you do once and forget about. Life is constantly changing, and with that change comes the need to reevaluate what's serving you and what's not. The things that support your growth today may not serve you tomorrow. Letting go requires staying adaptable and willing to release what no longer fits as you evolve. It's about continuously clearing out the old to make room for the new, ensuring that you're always building a life that reflects your values, goals, and aspirations. Embracing hard work is the cornerstone of growth, success, and personal transformation. It is the unglamorous, often overlooked force behind every story of triumph. While talent, opportunity, and luck can play a role, hard work is the great equalizer. It demands discipline, persistence, and the willingness to go beyond what feels comfortable. Hard work is not just about putting in the hours, it's about approaching each challenge with a mindset that welcomes effort, values progress over perfection, and refuses to settle for mediocrity. Hard work begins with a mindset shift. Too often, society promotes the allure of shortcuts, quick fixes, and overnight success. But these narratives are misleading because they strip away the reality of what it truly takes to achieve anything meaningful. Embracing hard work means rejecting the idea that success comes easily. It means understanding that effort is not a burden, but a privilege. Each moment you spend working hard is a step closer to your goals, a chance to prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you imagined. To embrace hard work, you must first define your why. Why are you willing to put in the effort? What drives you to push forward when the path gets tough? This clarity is essential because it anchors you during moments of doubt and fatigue. Whether it's providing for your family, chasing a dream, or becoming the best version of yourself, your why gives meaning to the struggle. It transforms hard work from a chore into a mission. When you're fueled by purpose, you're not just working hard, you're working with intention. Hard work also requires discipline, the ability to show up and do what needs to be done, regardless of how you feel. Motivation is fleeting, it comes and goes. Discipline, however, is consistent. It's waking up early to put in the extra hours, staying late to finish what you started, and refusing to let excuses dictate your actions. Discipline is about creating habits that prioritize progress, even when distractions tempt you to take the easy route. It's about building a routine that keeps you accountable and focused on the bigger picture. The path of hard work is not without obstacles. You'll face setbacks, failures, and moments where progress feels slow and non-existent. Embracing hard work means accepting these challenges as part of the journey. Each obstacle is an opportunity to grow stronger, smarter, and more resilient. It's not about avoiding difficulty, but learning how to navigate it with grit and determination. When you embrace hard work, you stop fearing failure and start seeing it as feedback, a necessary step toward improvement and eventual success. Hard work is not just physical, it's mental and emotional. It requires a mindset of perseverance, a refusal to quit when the road gets rough. This mental toughness is cultivated through consistent effort, even when results are not immediate. It's about maintaining focus and pushing through discomfort, knowing that the reward lies on the other side of the struggle. Embracing hard work means silencing the inner voice that says, "This is too hard," and replacing it with one that says, "Keep going, you're capable of this." Effort, however, must be paired with strategy. Embracing hard work does not mean aimlessly spinning your wheels or working tirelessly without direction. It means working smart, focusing your energy on the tasks that matter most, and learning to prioritize effectively. It's about identifying the actions that will have the greatest impact and dedicating yourself to those with unwavering focus. Hard work without a clear plan can lead to burnout. Hard work with intention leads to growth and success. Part of embracing hard work is learning to delay gratification. In a world that thrives on instant rewards, choosing to put in consistent effort without immediate results can feel counterintuitive. But the most valuable accomplishments are rarely instant. They require patience, persistence, and the willingness to invest in the long game. When you embrace hard work, you accept that the payoff may not come tomorrow, next week, or even next year. You understand that the seeds you plant today will grow in time as long as you nurture them with effort and care. Another key aspect of hard work is embracing the process, not just the outcome. Too often, people fixate solely on the end goal, missing the value of the journey itself. When you embrace hard work, you learn to appreciate the small victories along the way, the moments of progress, the skills you develop, the lessons you learn. Each step forward, no matter how small, is a testament to your effort. It's a reminder that hard work is not just about achieving a goal. It's about becoming the person capable of achieving it. Hard work also builds character. It teaches humility, gratitude, and resilience. When you work hard for something, you appreciate it more deeply. You understand the value of effort because you've lived it. Hard work reminds you that success is earned, not given, and that the journey shapes you as much as the destination. It instills a sense of pride and self-respect, knowing that you've put in the work to create the life you want. To truly embrace hard work, you must surround yourself with people who inspire and challenge you. The company you keep has a profound impact on your mindset and effort. Surround yourself with those who value growth, who understand the importance of effort, and who push you to be your best. Hard work is contagious. When you're in an environment where others are striving for excellence, it motivates you to do the same. Finally, embracing hard work is about consistency. It's not about occasional bursts of effort, but about showing up every day, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it. Success is the result of compounded effort, small, daily actions that build over time. When you embrace hard work, you commit to the process, trusting that your dedication will pay off in the long run. Finding your why is one of the most transformative steps you can take in life. It's the driving force behind every meaningful action, the anchor that keeps you steady when storms arise, and the fuel that powers you through challenges. Your why is your purpose. It's the reason you get out of bed each morning and the motivator that pushes you to keep going when the road gets tough. Without a clear why, even the most promising opportunities can feel empty and the hardest challenges can seem insurmountable. When you find your why, you align your actions with your values, giving your life direction, clarity, and depth. To find your why, you must first look inward. This is not about following societal expectations or chasing goals that others have set for you. It's about identifying what truly matters to you. What lights a fire in your soul? What makes you feel alive, purposeful, and fulfilled? Answering these questions requires introspection and honesty. It's about peeling back the layers of distractions, doubts, and external influences to uncover the core of who you are and what you stand for. Finding your why often involves reflecting on your experiences, both good and bad. The things you've been through, the challenges you faced, and the victories you've achieved all hold clues to your purpose. Think about the moments when you felt most proud or fulfilled. What were you doing? Who were you helping? These moments can offer valuable insights into your passions and strengths. On the flip side, consider the struggles that have shaped you. What lessons did you learn? What strengths did you develop? Sometimes your why is born out of your pain, a way of turning adversity into purpose. Your why is deeply personal, but it's also outward facing. It's not just about what you want for yourself, it's about the impact you want to have on others. Purpose often lies at the intersection of your passions and the needs of the world. What problems do you care about solving? What change do you want to create? Your why is about making a difference, whether that's in your family, your community, or the world at large. When your purpose is tied to serving others, it becomes even more powerful because it connects you to something larger than yourself. Finding your why also requires letting go of the fear of judgment. Too often, people hesitate to pursue their true passions because they're worried about what others will think. They settle for a life that looks good on the outside but feels empty on the inside. To find your why, you must be willing to listen to your inner voice, even if it contradicts the expectations of those around you. This is not about being selfish, it's about being authentic. When you live in alignment with your why, you inspire others to do the same. Your why doesn't have to be grand or world-changing. It doesn't have to involve fame, wealth, or recognition. It simply has to be meaningful to you. For some, their why might be raising a loving family or mentoring the next generation. For others, it might be creating art, building a business, or advocating for a cause they're passionate about. There's no right or wrong why. The only requirement is that it resonates with your heart and gives you a sense of purpose. Finding your why is not a one-time event, it's an ongoing process. As you grow, evolve, and face new experiences, your purpose may shift or deepen. What drives you today might not be the same as what drives you 5 or 10 years from now. And that's okay. The key is to stay curious and open, regularly checking in with yourself to ensure that your actions are still aligned with your values. This process of self-discovery and alignment is what keeps you grounded and motivated over the long haul. Your why is also a source of resilience. When you know your purpose, setbacks and challenges become easier to navigate because you have a clear reason to keep going. Your why gives you the strength to push through doubt, fear, and fatigue because you know what you're working toward. It reminds you that the struggle is worth it, that the effort has meaning. In moments of uncertainty, your why acts as a compass, guiding you back to what matters most. It's important to remember that finding your why is a deeply personal journey. It's not something you can rush or force. It takes time, reflection, and a willingness to explore your innermost thoughts and feelings. Journaling, meditating, or having honest conversations with trusted friends or mentors can help you uncover your purpose. The key is to stay patient and persistent, trusting that the answers will come as you continue to ask the right questions. Your why also connects you to your goals in a profound way. When your goals are tied to your purpose, they become more than just tasks to complete. They become stepping stones toward a life of meaning and fulfillment. This connection between your why and your goals creates a sense of urgency and passion that fuels your efforts. It transforms hard work into inspired work, making even the most challenging tasks feel worthwhile because they're part of a bigger picture. Living in alignment with your why requires courage. It means stepping out of your comfort zone, taking risks, and sometimes walking a path that others don't understand. But the rewards are worth it. When you live with purpose, every day takes on new meaning. Your actions feel intentional, your relationships deepen, and your sense of fulfillment grows. Finding your why is not just about what you do, it's about who you become in the process. It's about creating a life that reflects your deepest values and aspirations. Rebuilding yourself is a journey of courage, resilience, and transformation. It begins with accepting what's broken, acknowledging the cracks without shame, and understanding that brokenness is not the end, it's the beginning of renewal. From there, you redefine your foundation, realigning with your values and priorities to create a stronger, more authentic version of yourself. Letting go of what no longer serves you becomes a powerful act of growth, clearing the way for new possibilities and opportunities to flourish. Embracing hard work anchors this transformation, as every meaningful change requires effort, dedication, and persistence. Finding your why provides the fuel to keep going, a clear sense of purpose that guides you through the challenges and keeps you focused on the bigger picture. Finally, through this process, you emerge not just as someone who has been rebuilt, but as someone who has transformed, stronger, wiser, and fully aligned with the life you are destined to live.